Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Or if this is the first time that you're seeing this channel, I hope you guys enjoy the content that you see and stick around. This is going to be something that I've never actually done before, this video, but it's going to be a recap and review of last night's Monday Night Raw. So let's just jump into it. So to kick off the show, we had main event Jey Uso talking about how he's going to like beat Gunther at Saturday night's main event, and before that, he had the most one of the biggest pops of the night in his entrance, doing the yeet. But it was soonly interrupted by the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther, who came out to basically explain to him that he's not on his level, say that he's not ready for it. And he mentioned his brother Jimmy, which obviously started a fire in Jey. Gunther took a step further and attacked him, punched him. I think Jey went down. Gunther went on the attack, but just managed to reverse it and went into a frenzy mode, attacking him every opportunity. Gunther got knocked out of the ring. Jey Uso stood tall with the World Heavyweight Championship. It looked like Gunther was going to get back in the ring and fight for a second time, but he chose not to. Pulled the World Heavyweight Champion out of the ship out of the ring and then walked away. Jey obviously standing tall. So after that happened, the New Day met backstage with JBL, the WWE Hall of Famer, and basically wanted him to take their side, say good things about him on the commentary, because he was the special guest commentator for their match with Rey Mysterio next. But JBL quickly reminded them that they are not liked by anyone, saying that Big E was better than them, had more muscles, popularity. He was just better than them. So even after the bribe, JBL was just not having it. So they walked away angrily at him, saying that he was just like the rest of them. And then JBL with the funny line of, "Can I keep the $2?" But yeah. So after that confrontation with JBL backstage, Kofi Kingston goes out to the ring to prepare for his match against Rey Mysterio. It was a good match until Xavier got involved, grabbed Rey's leg from the under the bottom rope, while Kofi distracted the ref, allowing Kofi to get the upper hand. Fortunately, Rey did pick up the win against Kofi, but I think it was like a roll up or something. I don't know. I can't remember the outcome of it, but it was a decent match. But then after the match, Kofi and Xavier attacked Rey, leading to the LWO of Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro running out to help Rey. But unfortunately, Joaquin Wilde was cheap shotted and pushed into the ring post. And then the New Day ran away like a bunch of scaredy cats after Cruz del Toro was going after them. So, decent match with a not so great outcome. We then cut to the backstage segment with Chad Gable and the American Made members saying that he has a luchador problem. He talked about Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, and obviously Penta from last week. And he said that he was going to contact Dominic Mysterio to help him with that said luchador problem. And then Ivy Nile steps in saying she wants the Women's IC Championship, and the Creeds say that they want the tag team titles from the War Raiders. So the whole American Made are soon going to be dripping in gold. Next up, we have a promo with Karrion Kross explaining how he has his eyes on three main men, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn being the one he has his main focus on. He says he likes Sami, but he also doesn't think anyone should trust Sami Zayn because of how much flip-flopping he's doing with the Bloodline business. Alright, next is the Sami Zayn promo, where he declares himself into the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble. Also, he talks about how he's on the top level with all the top guys, but for some reason he's the only one without a championship belt. WWE, please put a world title on Sami Zayn. He's so good. Like, just please. Anyway, after that, we get a Kevin Owens interruption, and Sami Zayn thinks that Kevin's going to attack him based on his history of beating people up who have aligned themselves with the bloodline. Sami Zayn was in War Games with Roman at Survivor Series, but he doesn't say that. He doesn't say it like that. He instead wants Sami Zayn to win at the Royal Rumble, and is confident himself to win the title from Cody Rhodes. So, in fact, Kevin Owens wants Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania for the world title. I was about to say world heavyweight there. It's the undisputed one. But yeah, Kevin Owens says that, well, he wants Sami Zayn to have his back against Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. But I personally don't think so. I think he's going to betray Kevin Owens and help Cody Rhodes retain the title, or just not come out at all and just leave Kevin Owens to fight his own battle. But that's just my prediction for that match. So next up on Monday Night Raw, we had a Sheamus backstage promo where he talked about becoming a Grand Slam champion, winning the Intercontinental Championship from Bron Breakker, and say his name and he appears. Joe Hedge reference, by the way. Bron Breakker emerges from behind the camera, gets all up in his face, says that Sheamus should retire because of how old he is. Sheamus doesn't like this. He shoves him out the way and says, "Whoa, man, get out of my face, dude." No, in that accent, he's Irish, but yeah. And then Sheamus pushing him, obviously. Bron Breakker just walks away, laughing in his face, and yeah. So next we have a promo from Ludwig Kaiser. So he first talks about how he's not worried about anyone on the Raw roster, including the big names he mentioned are obviously Bron Breakker. He mentioned Sami Zayn, and he even mentioned the newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster, Penta. I would be very happy to watch a match between those in the future, and hopefully it happens soon. But yeah. So next up, we have the match between Nia Jax and Bayley. It was a pretty decent match, to be fair. I wasn't really expecting a lot from it, but after their entrances, Roxanne Perez was shown in the crowd, so it was pretty obvious that she was going to get involved in some capacity, which did happen. She got up right in Bayley's face, went to go for the slap. Bayley slapped her instead. She got knocked backwards, and then security escorted her out of the arena, I think. I don't know what happened to her backstage, but probably just got kicked out. But yeah, after that, it was a pretty decent match. Nia won with the Annihilator. It was pretty expectable. But yeah, but it's what happened after the match that really caught everyone's attention. It's Rhea Ripley came back after she was attacked earlier in the match to get a revenge, basically, and they brawled just like Brock Lesnar and Undertaker did back in like 2015 when they had the whole like security. I think that if they hadn't like just stopped, they would have had superstars come out and everything else. But it was an insane brawl, and then towards the end of it, Rhea Ripley made a match at Saturday night's main event between the two. This is gonna reignite an old feud between Nia and Rhea because obviously Rhea beat Nia back in Elimination Chamber 2023 in Perth. Was it Perth or was it no? Was it 2024 or 2023? I can't remember which one it was, but either way, Rhea has beat Nia before, so I think she can do it again, honestly. But honestly, it's just nice having a different feud for Rhea other than Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day and stuff. So next we have the Judgment Day backstage segment, which starts off with Dominic talking to Chad Gable about the luchador problem. Dominic gives Chad someone's number to help him work on the art of lucha libre. So then he walks out of the room, and then Dominic talks to the rest of the Judgment Day about JD McDonough talks to the members of Judgment Day and to Dominic about like the tag team title rematch with him and Finn versus the War Raiders, which Finn won't be able to make it, so they'll probably have to forfeit. Luckily, Dominic steps in, says, no problem, I've got this, I'll fill in for Finn. He won't mind, right? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. But I can guarantee that Finn will not be happy. I can see a Judgment Day Finn turn on. Like, Finn's going to turn on the Judgment Day very soon if this pace keeps happening. Liv Morgan does seem a bit angry at Dominic Mysterio still, but it's alright because Dominic said he'll make it up to her. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's something to do with, like, no, hopefully not something to do with what I think it is, because that would be a bit weird. But yeah. So after this, we get a Pete Dunne entrance, but as he's making his entrance, it cuts to a Lyra Valkyria vignette talking about how she's ready to fight anyone on the roster for the championship, and basically that's just that. But then it cuts back to Pete Dunne, and he cuts a promo about how he's the best pound for pound wrestler in the company. They put some respect on his name, and like he's just ready to like prove it against Penta. And then Penta makes his entrance to one of the biggest pops of the night, along with Jey Uso, because Penta's just a very, very, very good in ring wrestler, and although he's from Mexico, he can still get a decent promo as well. It's pretty hard to do, and then that's pretty impressive in itself. Okay, and then the match gets underway. In the early match, Pete Dunne gets a lot of offense in, working on the joints and stuff of like the fingers and the arm of Penta, but Penta soon bounces back, hits a toe pick on Hilo or the over the top rope jump, as well as like the sacrifice, I think he called it, for that, like the arm breaker. I think he then hits a Canadian destroyer, a Mexican destroyer as well. Sorry, not a Canadian. And the Penta driver to pick up the 1-2-3 win. I was trying to memorize the exact end part of the match there, but yeah, that's exactly what happened. Again, to a loud ovation, a loud pop from the crowd, and Penta walks away in celebration. We then get a CM Punk promo after the match. He basically rants on about how he is going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to make it main event WrestleMania. He's going to make history. He's going to eliminate all the big threats in the Rumble. He's going to win the most stacked Rumble. He just said he was going to win the Rumble over and over again, pretty much, and then ended the promo with the crowd chanting his name, CM Punk. But it was a quite a energetic promo for not a lot of words that were said. It was crazy. But then after that promo, we got moved on to another promo with the War Raiders, who said they're not going to look past any challenges. They're ready for everyone. They're getting ready for their JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio tag team title rematch, even though it's two different. Well, it's a different challenge to Finn, but it's still a Judgment Day, so it's technically a rematch. But the War Raiders have been close to having both of their careers ended to neck injuries, so that's why they're not looking past anyone. I don't think they would look past anyone anyway, but I think it's just more of a concern to their spinal fusion and stuff. But yeah, I'm just happy for them because the War Raiders have gone through so much. I've literally got nearly paralyzed in a match in the pandemic era. So from going from a slight jolt of the neck to nearly getting paralyzed and unable to walk to standing here as your tag team champions, it's just really, really motivational, So next up we have Pure Fusion Collective going against Damage Control. So it was the team of Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler going against Dakota Kai and Io Sky. This was a very, very entertaining match. Zoe Stark pulled out a massive drop kick from the top rope as Dakota's running towards it. They put it on commentary as like a missile or a sniper shot straight to the chest. It was crazy, accurate and just an insane move. But yeah, both teams had a lot of high intensity moments. But in the end, Io Sky pinned Shayna Baszler to win the match for their team. Damage Control really needed this because they're so over with the crowd. Dakota Kai obviously going for the Women's IC Championship. Io Sky still in that main title picture. Maybe going after Tiffany or Rhea now. So, I mean, anything could happen. But yeah, and hopefully Kairi Sane comes back soon because Pure Fusion Collective were the ones to injure her arm and make her take a break from the WWE. All right, here we are at the main event. Seth freaking Rollins against Drew McIntyre. So this was a crazy match for being on Raw. This was obviously, as they mentioned before, a WrestleMania Day 2 rematch. So it was crazy. It was a solid match the whole way through. Drew did pin Seth to win the match, and then Drew attacked him, I think, after, or something happened. But he's lost back to back against CM Punk and Drew now. So I think, but I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if Seth won. I can't remember. I was in bed at this point. I just had to rewatch it here. But yeah, it's crazy how it's weird how where Seth is at the minute, where he's in the main event, but he's not getting pushed massive wins over Drew and CM Punk now. It's weird. I don't know. But anyway, Drew attacked him after the match. Sammy came out to stop him. Then Sammy inadvertently Helluva kicked him, allowing Drew to get away scot-free from Sammy, and then the screen went black as you see Drew McIntyre standing there smiling, and then after what ended on I saw on YouTube, they were talking about it was a joke. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. And then Seth's just like, well, you need to be more careful. The next time you kick me in the face, there's going to be trouble or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But guys, if you like this style of video, please make sure to chuck a like on it. Subscribe to the channel. I've spent literally all day working on it. I started working on this video at 1 p.m. It is now nearly 7. So 6 hours on this video just for you guys. Put a lot of effort into this editing. This is probably my most worked on video of all time on this channel. So yeah. Also, can you help me guys get to affiliate on Twitch? 3 average viewers is all I need, so it wouldn't be that much of a deal. All you need to do is it would be a big deal for me, but it wouldn't be that much of an effort from you guys. All you have to do is you don't even have to follow. You can just stay in my streams and watch to keep the average viewers up of that stream. So every time you see I'm live, I'll put it on X. I'll put it on everything else. But yeah, if you ever see them live, just come say hi or follow the channel, say what's up, and yeah. See you guys in the next video. And again, thank you for all the support recently. It means a lot.